Okay. We are back with some God of War and some audio checkings. Just to be safe. Like always have to be safe with the audio. You never know when you're not going to have someone tell you it's all, there's no sound at all. You just never know. Okay. Audio checks out by the sounds of things. So we can get going. Well, didn't want to start off with us already being in the game because they do talk a lot between characters, so didn't want to miss anything. Being safe about that kind of stuff, because some of it's important. You know, you get to learn a different interpretation of Norse lore through this game. A very different in some people's eyes. Right. We were going around doing unfinished business. But there's a few things to collect here, so might as well do them all. Keep things safe. Atreus. Stab it. So now that we're into it a little bit.
I'll see what I can fit together.
A cipher piece. There's more stuff to find, apparently. Great. Now that we're a little bit into the stream here, I want to talk about something that's regarding Campaign 4. And it's something that I haven't been a big fan of in regards to... how do I put this? I don't know if I want to make a video out of this topic or not, so I'm going to talk about it here. And if people feel like it's something worthwhile talking about on a video, I might do it. But
Atreus, here.
Oh. Yes, Father.
One of the things that I haven't been.
Did I tell you about offering help?
Don't.
Correct.
But can't we
This is not a debate. You must learn focus. Our journey need be your only concern.
But what if they can help us? That one seemed to know a little about the lake.
And how does that help us with our goal?
We won't know unless we ask.
Boom. Trace knows the shit. Anyway, so one of the things that I want to talk about was in regards to how Abria is being perceived in Campaign 4.
You want to dock here?
Because I think it's fucking ridiculous with how people are talking about her. And it's ultimately just wrong, right? Like, I've seen people compare her to Oren Akaba or Akba, depending on how you want to say it. I've heard people say it both ways, so it's how I'm going to say it. People are comparing her to him. And I think that's a fucking...
What?
The brazier?
If you must.
I think that's a gross, like, thing to do and say. Like, to compare the two people like that. Because he was so bad. I feel like people forget. He was so bad during his tenure on Critical Role. With the way he, like, treated fans, the way he treated, like, other players. Like, one of the earliest moments of, I don't want to call it rage, but I might. One of the earliest moments of rage from Marisha came from her having to, like, defend herself from Orin. Like, he said something about her, like, cheating or something like that, or metagaming, and then she had to, like, call him out and be like, no, the only person that I know at this table who metagames is fucking you, which is mildly true. Like, he did metagame a handful of times and, like, get involved in things that, not necessarily get involved in things, but he would interact with things with like outside knowledge. And he was one of the few people who had outside knowledge at the table at the time. So people compare Abria to him, and I think that that's a
Well done, boys.
gross
Thought I'd see
comparison.
a scrap like that again. What do you want? To thank you. These dead reavers drowned me many winters ago, and I've been itching to see them get theirs.
So you died after all the flooding?
Indeed. I came to the Lake of Nine to pillage Tyr's temple, but I underestimated the severity of the desolation. Have you seen other men? Living? A bearded one with tattoos? Only the one standing in front of me. Thank you both for avenging my death.
Right. But anyway,
Useless.
Well, we can't expect them all to know something useful.
anyway, like the people like that I've seen complaining about her online, while I do think they have some merit in what they're saying, because there was one or two times where I was like, that was kind of a shitty move that she pulled so far, right? I don't think like they're as bad as people are fucking describing them to be, like moments wise, but there have been a couple of times where I've been like, that was a shitty move. Ultimately, though, I feel like the people are complaining about her getting involved in stuff that, quote, she shouldn't get involved in, which I think is a little strange. And, like, one of them was tyranny going through the kitchen or something like that, right? I saw people complain about that a handful of times. Or, like, she was, in their minds, she was getting involved in things where she didn't need to. But I would argue that getting involved in a situation like that at what is her house, right? Like, that's where her family lives. Most of her family, like her baby daddy, I guess is the way I have to put it with Hal, and her daughter lives. Like, that's her house. That is effectively, like, where she has a residency, or at least one of them, because she is a Loy. So, like, she has a residency there. So someone going through her kitchen, she's allowed to
Maybe the next
talk
one will
about
have more
that.
information.
Keep your expectations low, boy. Spirits are rarely useful.
How do
Or
they even
if-
exist?
When you sever a man from his life, it is not always a clean cut.
So you've met other spirits?
Yes, many.
What were they like?
Annoying.
Or another example of her, like, of people claiming that she's getting involved in things she doesn't need to get involved in is, oh, fuck, I can't remember the specific one now. A handful of people were talking and she butted in. And a bunch of people were like, see, there she goes. She's getting involved in something she shouldn't be involved in. I was sitting there like, they brought up something in an open space. Like, they didn't ask for anyone to... Like, they said, like, it's not a private conversation or anything like that, right? They just started talking. Abria was
I think
close
this
by.
is the last one. Might as well. Right?
So
Fine.
they said something that was relevant to her. So she got involved. She's like, this is relevant to me. I'm going to talk to them. And people went, oh, she's getting involved again. Which I'm like, that's stupid. Like, she's involved because they're not, like, saying it's a private conversation. Every time someone has said this is a private conversation, she's respected the private conversation. There's not been a single moment in my mind so far in this campaign where she's, like, done something that should warrant the amount of bullcrap she's been getting, in my opinion. Now, are there some, like, crappy things that she's done so far in the campaign? I think there's been one. There's been, like, one moment that, like, caught me off guard with her. It was the moment where she, like... I don't want to say rudely, but it was kind of rude. It was the moment where she asked Brennan in the first episode if she could leave the table. Like, it was super abrupt. It was just super, like, weird the way she worded it. And I was like, that is not how you handle that situation. So, I don't know. I disagree with the amount of hate that she's been getting, and to, like, compare her to Orin Akba is a travesty, in my opinion. Absolute travesty.
With you,
Another spirit who...
What's wrong?
I came to this lake with a group of tradesmen, seeking refuge from the desolation. But how could we know it was even worse at the Lake of Nine?
We cannot undo your mistakes, Spirit.
I know that. But I fear for my captain and crew. I believe they are still under the water. Will you find them for me?
Is there anything you can offer us in return?
I have little to offer.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure.
Wait! I died wearing a valuable family heirloom. It's yours, if you promise to find my crew.
Deal.
Thank you.
Atreus making deals.
You are learning.
No.
Why didn't you or Mom ever tell me about the desolation?
I won't speak for your mother, but it was never my concern. Nor should it be yours.
Doesn't it concern us if everything around us is dying?
Our only concern is reaching the peak.
Really? Then why are we exploring all these islands?
The resources we find improve our equipment. If we stray from the path, it is only to prepare ourselves for the journey ahead.
I can live with that if it means we keep exploring. And helping others.
Has to put that little helping others thing in there. But aside from that, so far I don't think the community's been too bad with campaign 4. I've actually thought like most people have been like rather open and excited about most things. It's just that one thing was bothering me because I've seen a lot of comments
What happened
talk
here?
about it,
Shipwreck.
Well, yeah.
so I had to get that
I
off my
wonder why
chest.
it crashed.
Sometimes you just gotta get things off your chest, you know. But outside of that, we are continuing our journey through the good old lake. I am excited to see like what a more condensed handful of episodes is going to feel like, because without the soldiers table being there, it's going to be a lot more. God damn it. Without the soldiers table being there, there's going to be less focus on everybody. Could I get this, please? Thank you. So we're going to be able to like really focus on like
Kvekia! Well, worth a shot.
we're going to be able to really focus on like the other like aspects of these characters now. They're going to allow to truly like be able to breathe, and hopefully they have all 8 players at the table at once. That's going to be like the only thing that's disappointed me thus far about campaign 4 is that all 13 players weren't at the table at once outside of the what the hell are they called? The cooldown episodes. That's the only time where everyone's been at the table at the same time. So that's kind of upsetting. I would have liked to have seen all of them together at some point at the table. And then maybe it'll happen down the line, and that's sort of what they were building to. And the way the story went felt natural, so it doesn't bother me that much that it didn't happen. But I just, you know, I would have liked to have seen the chaos of everything. Hello, Dream. It's alright that you're late. You can oversleep all you want. I overslept today, too. I actually thought I was going to be late because I had to... I was in the creative mood this morning, so I decided I wanted to, like, try to make these, like, homemade pizza pocket things. This is where we came from initially. And, by God, did that go like dog shit. So, it was good, though. Like, once the final product was done, it was good. But goddamn, am I bad at making things, apparently. Okay, we've done all of that. So I think we should just get to the main stuff for now. See what we can do here. What was I talking about? So initially I went on like this big old rant about how I feel the community is treating Abria, and I think it's bullshit.
A very long
If
time.
you can go back and watch that eventually if you want, I'm sure. Because I don't want to bring it up again. There's a Ferg.
Is this the way to the mountain?
It would seem.
If it isn't the bearded beaver, it is Saxy. Have I got something for you too?
Saxy.
Rock? But how did you...
None of your fucking business. Now get in here. I got something for you. And don't go making pig eyes at my spot. I saw it first.
Okay. What do you think he wants?
To test our patience.
When word gets out about my new shop, folks will finally come out of hiding. They'll be clawing all over each other just to catch a whiff of my wares. You watch.
Whiff. But yeah, Dream, I was talking about how I feel like the community's sort of dogpiling on Abria, in my opinion, for no reason. And then I was talking about how I was a tiny bit disappointed that we didn't get everybody at the table at the same time. That's it. That's it so far. But overall, I've loved Campaign 4. It's been so much fun.
Rocks there. With that key of Yggdrasil, you can open a magic door to the branches of the World Tree. A shortcut between the realms. If you ever see him out in the world, use it to get back to me quick. But it's only one way. Straight back here and nowhere else. And whatever you do, never, ever throw yourself over the edge of the path. Lest you want death.
Yeah, I don't see us wanting that.
Good point.
Sure, I'm open.
It is quite awful. I don't think she has done anything to deserve what they're getting at. Yeah, and the comparison to Oren Akba is dumb. That's all. That's all I said. I think that's stupid and ignorant. Like, I just think that that's dumb to me. I don't know. I understand you want your Lord of the Rings moment. Yeah, because all of them together would have been really cool. And I think it would have been super fun had they all, like, actually gotten together and, like, been able to have that moment where everyone was at the table. It would have just looked really badass.
Anything else for you?
In my opinion. Nothing's just a direct, like, upgrade. I think we're good. I think we're good on the upgrades for now. We have stuff to sell.
I'm sure that's a load off your mind. Best of luck with all the rampaging.
Oh, yes. But yeah, I don't know. Like seeing people compare Abria to Oren just feels gross to me. Now, do I talk about this part? Now, a lot of people have said, like, a lot of people are calling them out and, like, calling people who, like, insult Abria racist. I don't think that's true. I think people just genuinely see something that they're not, like, necessarily big fans of, like, how she interacts with people. But I don't think it has anything to do with that. Like, I really don't. But maybe I'm missing something that everyone else is seeing. I don't know. Hello, Knack. Nice to see that you're here before the end this time. Sorry about last time. Unfortunately, got here right as we finished the stream.
That tower leads through to the mountain.
I'm ready.
Shortcut opening. We gotta go down. That's a stupid comparison. Abria isn't disrespectful, and everything she's doing has obviously, to me, been given permission to do so. She's not pushy. She's been character driven. I agree. 100%. I agree. Now, if you don't like her playstyle, that's one thing. Like, she can be, like, aggressive. But that's okay. Like, people are allowed to, like, play differently than how other people would play. I think it's perfectly reasonable for her to play her game the way she wants to play her game. But that's just me. Other people will disagree. You have to play it this way or you're wrong. You're playing D&D wrong if you don't play it the way that I think you should be playing D&D. Which is fucking stupid. I hate that kind of shit so much. It's over here. Alright, I think we have a few other places we can still go to. I don't want to do the realm tear yet. That sounds like a bad move. We'll go deal with the Valdi. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
When the water dropped, new beaches were exposed. We should search them for resources.
Yeah, I don't think,
I wish we
though,
could've gone
either.
on
I
a
don't
trip like this
think...
with Mother.
Oh.
She could fight, couldn't she?
Yes, she fought beautifully.
I don't think it's racist. Sadly, comments like this have hollowed out the word racist, which should have heavy meaning, but nowadays, you're a racist for everything. Yep. I agree, and I think that's where I'll finish that one. Like where she turns into the wolf, her character loves Octus like a son, and so the well-being is of top importance to her in that moment. And I love that she decides something, or sometimes Taisha wouldn't hear. I love that she decides sometimes Taisha wouldn't hear. I don't want to go through that. No. I just wanted to open it. Okay. Phew. Sheesh. Yeah, I agree. Most of what she's done has been, like, super character driven.
Boy.
There was just one thing that happened that I remember going, that felt kind of crappy, which was the way she left. Like the first episode, I think I've talked about this before with you guys. In the first episode, she, in my opinion, rudely, the way she asked to step away from the table, instead of waiting for Brennan to like naturally like progress the story and let everyone leave the table like he's done a million times, she goes, "Can I leave?" And that was the only time I was like, that didn't feel right.
Smart, you'll find him.
But that's just me. I know other people are gonna disagree and think that wasn't that big of a deal. If I was the DM, I would be taken back by it.
So,
I liked her character scene with her
Roxanne
daughter.
was friends
Exactly, it
with
was
Dwarven
awesome.
Like him, wearing a green ring.
Look if you wish. I will be gathering resources for our journey.
You want to help him?
No,
Why not?
because I do not run errands for
Dwarven, but no ring. One of his crew?
scorch marks. There, along the floor and wall.
Weird. I guess we keep looking.
We.
I mean, I'll keep looking.
I meant his well-being, and sometimes Taisha shouldn't be at the table. I think that she asked while excited and not completely calmed down. Yeah, I there was probably a reason why she said it that way. I just felt it caught me off guard, basically. By the way, great video, Zodiac, about the different groups. Hey, you know what? I wasn't the only person who thought that line of path, like, with the different, like, groups. I found it a little strange that I saw so many people say, like, they feel like the current groups they're in are, like, the guaranteed groups. There was just something a little odd to me about that. I'm like, there's no way, like, there's not a chance where all of them meet up at some point and then divide again.
That's a soul eater. If that kills us, that's it. No Valhalla, no hell, no afterlife, ever.
It does not attack.
Ah. Mom made them sound more dangerous than that.
Then do not drop your guard. Come.
Well, I'm glad you guys think it was a good video, because as I was making it, I was like, this might be one of my favorite videos I've made in a long time. It was one of those videos where I felt like I portrayed my opinion on the situation in a really like well thought out way. Sometimes I'll say something and when I look back in the edit, I'll be like, ugh, why'd I say it like that? But that time was one of the handful of times over the years where I've been like, oh, that was a good video. Through and through, I felt like that was a good video. Bam. Boy, no one throws things at Kratos and survives. Get him, boy. Bam. Alright, that wasn't so bad.
Do you ever get used to this?
Yeah, the video had great energy. Well, that's good. That is something I also worry about sometimes.
I thought you didn't care.
I noticed the lack of ring while looting the body.
Oh.
Sometimes I feel like the energy isn't always the way I want it to be, but that video was like just like a perfect combination of like a good mood that I was in. Gosh dang it, I hate these things. Eat my ass. Shoot her, boy.
Sorry, not ready.
Gosh dang. Please die. I hate these things. Holy crap. It was well figured out. I agree. It makes sense that the groups will form due to the characters' goals. And Tyranny and Wick, I agree, are going to be the most likely to move as their situation changes. 100%. I'm shocked that Wick is on the Soldiers team. To me, it felt like that character was going to be the one to be, like, almost primed to attempt to, like, shut down his family the most, if that makes sense. Like, that was just the vibe I got from Wick. So the fact that it's not happening, golden markers when a compass turned gold, the objective is somewhere in the area, search the area for clues. Ooh. That guy's dead. Alright, well, I want to explore a bit before we get to the actual thing here.
No ring. We're not gonna find Brock's friend alive, are we?
No, Atreus, we're not. Yeah, totally had, it had, was my favorite video of yours since the original feeling about the new campaign. After we found out it would be a new world and stuff, when they totally botched the reveal. I don't know if they botched the reveal, but I see, I think botched is the wrong word. While I do think they could have given us a tad bit more information to, like, ease some of our doubts, I don't necessarily think it was, like, botched. I understood the idea of, like, drip feeding information. Did I like it? No. Did most of us? No. But I understood it. God damn it, that was, like, just too low. Where's the last one? I think the fear of isolating the critters got to the better of them. Yeah, I mean, I feel like them giving us more information would have honestly been something for a lot more of us to digest easier, if that makes sense.
Here, boy.
Yes, sir.
But I get their line of thinking. But I think they won everyone back with episodes 1 to 3. Oh, absolutely. It's been fantastic so far. It's been so much fun. I love the way that every character, like, is able to feel connected to each other, yet some of them have, like, never met before. I really do like the way that Brennan has made this world feel seamless. Like, it's really good. I guess something I should have brought up sooner. Sorry if I sound a little off today. My allergies have been really kicking my ass lately. I don't know why, because it's not really allergy season. But then yesterday we had a very yesterday was my D&D group. We played yesterday, so I was talking a lot, so my voice is a little hoarse, as you guys can tell. So sorry if I sound off. Where the fuck is the last like little thingy? Oh. It's right there.
The ring! On that severed hand! Attached to the Soul Eater. Well, we know what happened to Anvari now. We can just go tell Brock. No need to fight it, right?
No. We'll fight it.
But why?
Because you are frightened of it.
Alrighty. Crapola. No, we made it even stronger.
I can't yet.
Sometimes Atreus sounds like Aang, and I know it's not Aang because the actor for Aang is much older. Bam. Time to die. Oh, crap. What? Holy shit. There's a lot of guys here. There's so much going on in this game. I fucking love it. Oh, trash cow. Good.
Done.
Right, we can't go through that way. I love the mob feeling to the new world / city. Oh, wait, CR usually are gods in regards of marketing, but the C4 reveal was amateur Wizards of the Coast level. Thankfully, they course corrected quickly. I understand that. Oh, never mind. But the one thing that
stay focused and look for a weak point.
Yes, sir.
the one thing that's tough so far is the names. They're much harder to try to remember than the names in Exandria, which I all memorize very quickly. It's true. Like I struggle with some of the names too. I feel like sometimes I say fucking Taylor wrong a lot. Like, I don't know why, but I do. And I struggle with Murray because to me it looks like Murray. Like, I feel like that's not how you spell Murray. Like, it looks like Murray to me, and because it's Marisha, it sort of just messes with my head for some reason. I get you, Knack. It's difficult keeping track of the names due to being used to things like Wildmount or Keyleth. So, Zodiac and Knack, what names has everyone remembered so far? Oh, I feel like I've gotten most of them down. Feel like. Doesn't necessarily mean that I did.
Stay quiet.
Again, though, what's likely going to happen is they're going to add 50 new characters shortly because everyone's going to be split up. I forgot how you fight this thing.
We can use it against him.
I remember this now. Gimme, 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 gimme. Smash. Smash. Damn. Come on. Shizen. There we go. Open up. Draugr? Oh, he's dead. Sick. How did that happen?
We did it!
It wasn't enough. Now we have to kill Draugr.
You are stronger than you know.
Thank you, Father.
Bam.
Let's see if that's the alchemist ring.
Fire sigil of protection. Cool.
Green
Alchemist ring.
Dwarvish inscription.
The alchemist. But where's the rest of him?
Ashes, most likely.
The Soul Eater got him. I guess we should bring this back to Brock.
Valus is easy. Thimble is easy as well. Sir Julian spit on his corpse. Davinos. See, I'm saying his last name wrong, but Davinos doesn't sound right to me. Like, it looks like it's Davinos. And I know I'm saying his name wrong. Don't care. That's going to be one that I will not budge on. So, man. Look at all the pretty colors. All the pretty gems. I can't remember the name of the shapers. Not even one of them. I mean, either. That stuff's hard to figure out. I wonder if Brennan was inspired by Divinity Original Sin in regards to the shapers. Is that a thing? You remember the gods are called shapers? That's true. It's a lot easier to recall like what their domains are than it is to recall like their actual names, right? But that's just me.
What does it say?
Sir. These runes were written fast. It spells out Ejim Staney. I don't know that one.
We will ask the blue one.
So now you're interested?
We found his alchemist. A reward was promised.
We will ask the blue one. I will always love the way Kratos talks about people. Can upgrade these if you want. Skills. We need new skills every once in a while. Gotta pay them bills, you know. Yeah, Div 2. There are same amount of gods, and they're all from one species they created. It reminds me a lot of that. I see. I think Valus's god will be the first name we will memorize because her god is important to her. Yeah, that's true. That's sort of like the big deal, right? Like, we'll remember something if it's relevant to a character. So I agree with that notion. The fire rate. What about like a reload rate? Is there something here for that? Okay. R1, 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 R2. I like that. Let's get that. Hold forward to dash. No, that's lame. I'll do that. I like a running attack. Yeet. And the sun god. See, now I'm trying to remember the name of the sun god because you brought it up, and that is a super relevant god at the moment because obvious reason is obvious. Wow, I just eliminated him. Hey, bro. This is rude. Is that all of them? They all dead yet? Did they die? By the way, I will tell you my own theory about why Hal's brother was up to now. Damakyar is the city's name that took 3 episodes to spell. That's funny. He looked for a coffin of a death angel and stole a death stone from the elves. The Fey portal was closed because of the souls who have no afterlife anymore. All right, I'm sure there's more to that. We will patiently wait. I think he tried to reopen the Fey portal for Thimble and his wife. Oh, absolutely. That's 100% what it seems like, in my opinion as well. What the hell? He just deflected that. I'm not supposed to be able to deflect that. Only I can deflect things. Oh wow, what is happening? I'm getting my ass beat. He was trying to get Thimble's home back. Yeah, that's definitely something that's crossed my mind as like a possibility. There has to be something more to it though, right? Like I feel like, not to say that it's a bad thing that was the quote obvious answer, because it necessarily isn't the obvious one, but it is something that I feel like a lot of people could like take the leap to finding out that being the answer to it, right? So I feel like there has to be something more to it than just Thimble and Aranessa. There has to be. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it has something to do with like weakening the Taconis family and the Halovar families, right? Because they're getting a little too big for their britches as well.
You're an alchemist.
I'm sorry, Brock. The hand is all we could find. Still wearing the ring. There was a soul eater inside, and well, it must have burned away the rest of him.
Suppose you'll still be wanting some compensation, huh?
Naturally.
Naturally, he says. Miani Feruxi. I'll
See,
take
that
a
part's
closer
interesting.
Look at this here ring. Maybe Andvari left a bit of magic inside before he grew it.
Dwarves can do that?
Sure, dwarves and magic jewels is like flies and pig lips.
Ugh. I'm not as interested as I thought.
And I think the family of Alex Ward, the Taconis family, knew about it, and that is why they wanted him dead, because they kept getting stronger even though their home is destroyed, and they're getting stronger because of the souls. Yeah, so the amount of souls in the afterlife is the equivalent to how many things, is the equivalent to how powerful they become. I agree with that, actually. I like that a lot. I love that the gods seem to haunt C4's narrative, because even dead, they're still causing problems because the world is messed up now. That's true. I'm curious about the whole, like, fairy incident, like, because the place is called Fairy. So I'm curious as to what exactly happened that, like, nearly led to its destruction. Like, specifically what happened. That's what I thought too, yeah. Are we getting an episode tomorrow? I believe we are. How would you say your name? Zach Reuter? I'm gonna Reuter. Hopefully it's Reuter. Yeah, I think we are getting a Critical Role episode tomorrow, which means Friday is going to be a recap. Where the hell am I supposed to be going? There we go. Which is good. I feel like they're not doing their like monthly break anymore, which is nice. I am curious where the Ford Jester wedding is gonna slip into things. It might be after episode 4. They also look for Alex. They also looked for Alex, his character, because he is the unwanted son, and now they found a use for him, cutting him open and putting the stone in his chest. Yeah, that part was what made me go, oh, So Octus is definitely going to be a seeker. That's what made me go Octus is a seeker, because there's almost no reason for them to not make him a seeker. They updated the schedule. They are at least finishing the overture before going on break. Yeah, that's a good point. The monthly break would be next week. Oh, right. This is a longer month. I forgot. Good point. So hopefully they just do the Ford and Jester wedding for that next weekend. Or that next week. Which will be nice for me because they'll upload it early on Beacon, which means I'll be able to do the recording before that Thursday comes out. Which will be nice.
This must be a branch of the World Tree.
Boy, stay on the path.
Right, I know.
Let's jump now. Okay. Also, just wanted to say I've been watching your vids since the lead up to Campaign 4 with the character art. Love watching your recaps every week. I actually have suggestions. It'd be cool to hear. More thoughts each recap at the end. See, I could do that, the more thoughts at the end thing. And I probably should, and I probably will, especially if people want to hear more. I just kind of want to, like, sometimes it's better to make its own video as opposed to, like, having, like, a bunch of things be said at the end of an episode. But there are things that do end up never getting talked about until I talk about them here on, like, a stream. So, yeah, I could probably spend a bit more time doing that, talking about more things like that.
Brock,
Fuck else you need?
how come your brother's got half your brand?
'Cause I ain't in a working relationship with that footlicker no more. I wasn't about to let him use it without me, and he likewise. Only thing to do was split the brand 50-50 down the middle. Guess that was the last thing we saw eye to eye on. What? You want a hug? Hit the road.
Sorry.
You're so rude, Brock. He's just a kid. We have new arm bracers. Oh, we have old ones, but they suck. Here we go. There's nothing there, fuck. We have no armor for him still. Weapons. I don't mind having poor luck. Yeah, I was thinking about doing more of like a discussion at the end of each recap. My fear for it is that it makes it longer than an hour, right? And then people will be like, "Oh, a recap that takes an hour long," even though they're already pushing 50 minutes. You know, like, I feel like people would be like, "Oh, I can't watch this if it's an hour long." You know what I mean? But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Like, sometimes it's justifiable, like when an episode is 7 hours long, like the finale of Campaign fucking 3 was. God damn, was that long. And god damn, did I pull an all-nighter for that one. Okay, is there anything else that we can explore before going? People won't care, dude. CR is 4 hours long usually. That's true. I also like the idea. I like discussing stuff here, but I'm not aware everyone remembers when you stream or are able to watch and comment. That's true. That's true. I'll start bringing up more things that I liked and disliked about each episode. I think one of the reasons I didn't want to necessarily...
I can't read these either, but they're different from the others.
I think part of the reason I didn't want to like give my opinions on stuff is in case, and this is gonna sound stupid, I didn't want people to be like, "Oh, he's a shill." I think that was part of it. Like I said, stupid reason, because I get called that anyway, but because I just, like, there are episodes that people go, "Oh, this episode sucked," and I'm sitting here like, this is a fucking awesome episode, you're on crack. This is so much fun, and you're just being a Debbie Downer.
I still can't read these.
That's all.
I
don't
still
know.
can't read these.
Definitely gonna have to just get over that mindset. By the way, how did you guys actually feel about the C3 finale as an episode? I thought it was good.
Here, boy. Another one.
Look,
I'm gonna let Atreus talk.
it's the world serpent. He's so much bigger than I imagined. Oh, look, he bit Thor. Or will bite him. Looks like.
I love these little like door things. As far as like what I thought about the episodes,
What is that? It smells awful.
Poison.
I loved that episode. It was long, but it was so much fun. Do I think there could have been a bit more, like, because certain characters I feel like didn't get like a true ending like some other people could have gotten, right? Like I feel like more people could have gotten like an extended finale to their characters. Especially because, like, right now, with the way that things stand, Vox Machina is, like, basically going to be out of anything Critical Role related forever, except for Legend of Vox Machina. Like, they don't do Vox Machina one-shots that are canon or anything like that, right? They just do these, like, occasional like fun goofy moment things, and I don't want to say that it's a bad thing that they do, because I think it's fun for them to have like these moments with those characters. But with those characters not getting anything as far as like one shots or live shows anymore, you know, I would have liked to have seen an extended version to their finale for them, like specifically them, because Mighty Nine and Vox Machina, not Vox Machina, Mighty Nine and I went the wrong way. And the Bell's Hells, they get to continue telling their stories. So for me...
What were those things? They smelled awful.
Your mother called them scorn poles. Poison magic. She was the one who showed me how to disable them. What?
It's just funny to think of her teaching you something.
Yes.
For me, I just felt like Vox Machina could have gotten more time to develop their endings. Also, yeah, I was about to bring that up. People who watch... Oh, wait a minute. Try extending a little bit longer every recap and see how comfortable you feel. Maybe. I was sitting here like, I want to shorten these up, and you guys are telling me to make them longer. The people who watch CR or watch a recap want more Campaign 4 content. I check your channel out because I want to think and hear more about C4 until the next episode. Certified C4 addict here. Agreed. I am too. You're always welcome to stream because we discuss C4 a lot here. Yeah, we do.
Another dwarf. Should we...
No. He is of no consequence.
Hi. Excuse me, but, how did you come by that, axe?
That is my concern alone.
And, while I won't dispute that, I know that blade. It was one of ours, but, we didn't make it for you.
Step aside.
I can't. See, the woman we made it for, I am quite fond of her, and I would be somewhat displeased if it turns out that you did something to her.
White Knight Sindri.
It was my mother's. She left its father before she died.
Face dead? I'm very, very sorry to hear that. She was a fierce warrior. And a good woman. Okay. I will make improvements to the axe.
But nobody asked you to.
Well, it's true, but knowing your mother, She would have insisted I repair that act of vandalism perpetrated against her axe by my brother.
I knew it. You are Brock's brother. The other half of the brand's here.
The blue one is your brother.
Yes.
Why aren't
Though
you
my
blue?
talents are vastly superior. No boast. I swear to Freya.
Do not undo his work. Improve upon it only.
Don't undo,
Yeah,
just approve
But
or improve.
can you put it down over there? That handle is
No.
filthy. Okay then. I will just.
I love the idea of a germaphobe living in
Oh,
a fantasy setting like this, where there's no like true way
is that
clean it.
dried blood? Oh,
So, what were you working on?
oh, that. I call it the Sky Mover. Just up that mountain waits a treasure trove of rare resources. Once I mine it, I'll need a way to bring it all down.
And you know how to fix it?
Not even a little.
Jeez, don't have to be so aggressive there, Kratos. All right. Opal and everyone who guessed being able to wrap up their stories was my favorite part, and I will defend the happy ending to everyone who takes issue. Yeah, I don't know why people would be upset by a happy ending. That's kind of silly. Something else I noticed was you recapping the different dice rolls, and I thought that was neat. In my opinion, this was the best C4 discussion recap channel, at least that I've seen. Well, that's an honor to hear. I said it the other day, actually, or during the last stream. Somebody tweeted out like saying like,
Did you really make that axe for my mother?
press the wrong button.
Oh, I'd recognize it anywhere. Ask me. It's one of our best. Infused with the echoing screams of 20 frost trolls. Give or take.
But why her? How did you know her?
She sought us out in the beginning. She was a special woman. She wanted to protect
Talking about my
people.
wife.
I suppose we thought it was a chance to give power to someone who'd use it for good. She even spoke our native tongue. She'd say, Madurin Sengen, Egen Vigum Hans.
Gengur I.
That's right. That's impressive. I see a lot of her in your eyes. You know?
Thanks, Cinder.
Don't touch me.
What? I didn't. I won't. I'll come back later.
He's all the way over there, dude. What do you mean don't touch him? What? But yeah, like I was saying, I saw somebody tweet out that they were looking for recap channels, and someone recommended me. I was like, that's crazy. People recommend me. It's an interesting feeling to be recommended. To be recommended as someone on a completely different platform is funny to me. I don't know why. Bam! Where's the last guy? I saw him throw something at me. Hey! Someone's throwing something from very far away. It's like I'm getting more popular. Yeah, and the imposter syndrome kicks in real hard when that shit starts happening, believe me.
That's over.
Where is he? I could hear him. I thought I could hear him. There he is. Holy crap, he's been sniping me, dude. There we go. Looks like you're getting more popular, yeah. Congrats, bro. I would recommend you too. Well, thanks, Knack. The previous place to go for more CR recap discussion content was Critical Role Stats. but they're gone. I was actually looking or thinking about what they did just to create a place for C4 fans to gather. I think the death of Crit Roll Stats is extremely sad. Not only was it like an invaluable resource for people like me to like make videos and make sure that I was getting details right, etc., etc., but it was just nice to see like the random shit that they would like cobble together, right? The random stuff that they would be like, so this is what this person rolled as many times throughout the campaign was awesome. And the fact that that's gone is crappy to me. It sucks that we've lost something like that because it was a really good resource for a lot of us. Is there anything from episode 3 or from the 3 episodes that anyone wants to talk about? Realistically, I feel like it's a little strange that some characters didn't get as much like exposition about them. Like, I feel like we don't know much about Belair, and I feel like we don't know much about Cadigan yet. But every other character feels like we've gotten a lot about them, if that makes sense. Which is kind of weird. Now, someone did point out that there was a moment with Cadigan.
No.
Wonder why they don't get along then. I mean, they're family.
That is their matter alone, boy.
Okay.
I'm just curious as to where the decision making went into like how far people would want to delve into their characters, if that makes sense. So then we need like the sideways one and the backwards one. I would love to be privy to some of the, how would I say this? I think it's the wrong way, but I'm gonna go check. I would love to like see their session zeros or their character creation stuff, because I'm sure it's different with Brennan than it was with Matt. So I'm curious to see what it looks like. I think that was the correct sound. Ooh. Is there anything... Oh, sorry. Did Liam say that they had sons in episode 1 other than... Sorry. One older... What am I trying to read here? Daughters and son. Do we know something about the children of Hal that is not from Taisha? That's Hero. So there's 3 kids. There's 3 kids, right? There's 2 from Taisha and 1 from Ilandi. So there's, I believe the correct order for ages would be Alagar is the oldest, who is the son of Taisha and Hal. There's Sadia, the daughter of Taisha and Hal. And then there's Hero, the daughter of Hal and Elodie. So there's those 3 kids. 2 of them are full siblings, and then the other one is a half sibling. I think... Oh, and Alagar is with Julian, learning to, like, protect the city or become, like... effectively become what Julian is. He's learning from Julian. So that's what he is. The other 2 are more so following in the footsteps of Hal. Right? So... That's the family dynamic there. There is a massive chart being made by someone to like keep track of all these things, because it is a lot to keep track of. A lot. It's the right way. I forget which way is the right way. I think that's intentional, Zodiac. People have commented getting lost in so many characters. I think people at this point, the table have been waiting for the right time to exposit things about their characters. Yeah, I don't disagree with that idea. I feel like there's going to be a lot of exposition dumps in the near future, and I'm going to do my best to recap them. Scheißen. Best we can do is pick up some hacks over and leave. Alright, that determines what the correct way is. Do we know something about the other baby mama? Did we meet her? Yeah, she was at the funeral. And apparently she has a successful business. Am I the only one that noticed that Taylor shop weirdness? What do you mean? Oh, I think Taylor is hiding something. To me, it was honestly strange how he walked into the tailor shop aware of the danger. Brennan also mentioned he recognized the demon 9-pointed star from the incense. So I think that has something to do with the fact that like he fought in the was it the Falconers Rebellion that he fought in? Because there's a couple of wars, right? There's the Shapers War, which was 70 years ago.
Are we getting closer to the mountain?
We are.
There's the Shapers War that was 70 years ago. Then there was the War of Axe and Vine, where I think Thiazi made his like initial debut as a fighter. And then there was the Falconers Rebellion. Taylor probably remembers that smell from the Falconers Rebellion because I'm certain it has something to do with like summoning things. And if you recall, like they were able to summon a drake. So I'm assuming it's very similar to that. Was it mentioned with the drake being summoned? I don't know if it was exactly mentioned like that, but it could have been. I don't think it was mentioned that way, but it was. I'm almost assuming that it has something to do with the Falconers Rebellion. Oh, good. Where did she go? Well, if you're not going to come that way, let's go this way. I remember they described some sort of circle, then the Drake attacked Loza. Yeah. I don't necessarily think it was exactly the same for the...
She really didn't want anyone to open that.
I don't think the two things are like exactly related, but they could be in some form or fashion. But I would get the feeling that he's like, oh, this is like similar to like magic that I've seen in the past via the Falconers Rebellion. Unless you're right, and there is something that we haven't been told about him yet. Like maybe he's somehow related to a demon in some way, and that like thing is like how he came to be. You know, just something along those lines is possible, I guess. And I'm not going to rule anything out yet. I look forward to learning everything we can about Taylor, and believe me, I am so happy that he is in the initial group that we're going to be following for the campaign. Like, so happy. Obviously, like, some people here on the streams know, like, Travis is my favorite player, so for me, anytime we get to spend with Travis is a plus. But, you know, Matt's stealing some of that limelight. Matt's been killing it. I love Julian. I think he's one of the coolest characters that we've had the pleasure of, like, watching be, like, you know, a character and how he's sort of growing and changing. I think it's a lot of fun. In the cooldown, Marisha called out Travis/Taylor saying, "Are you really a Boy Scout?" and tried to kind of dodge questions. Yeah. I mean, I feel like everyone's dodging questions. The reason Travis might dodge questions is because he doesn't have his background yet. Famously, Travis likes to... I don't know how to word this. Unlike everyone else who comes into a game with an extensive backstory, Travis has claimed a couple of times now that he likes to write out like a vague idea of what his backstory is, and then he'll read fan theories and stuff, and he'll start working off of things like that. I think the only character he's admitted that didn't happen for was Ford. Like, Ford was the only character where, like, he sort of, I don't want to say went above and beyond, but kinda.
It's magically locked.
Like, I remember a story he told where he was, like, on an airplane, and it was, like, an 8-hour flight or something. And it was, like, just before they started, like, character creations for Campaign 2 or something. And he said, so I just started typing in one paragraph turned into a page, which turned into 2, which turned into 8, is the way he put it.
Do you think for
So-
this last leg up the mountain that maybe I can carry her?
I told you no.
Why? She meant more to me than you anyway.
What?
I just meant I spent more time with her. You were off hunting a lot.
It would serve you to stop talking.
That's a crazy thing to say to a person, Travis. But yeah, Travis famously is someone who, like, wouldn't fill out an entire backstory right off the rip. So, you know. And I really like the old orc there. Loza, yeah, she was cool. Yeah, Brennan does the best kids and old people. Julian's reaction to his father's death is going to be crazy. I agree, Matt might decide to play that in a way no one expects, and possibly the possibility that happening makes me even more excited. Julian is my favorite character in C4 so far. Yeah, he's probably the best. He and Teor are, like, right up there for me, but Teor for me is more so to do with the fact that, like, Travis is my favorite player. So, I'm certain things will change depending on how things go. Dangerous move, Atreus. Holy shit. Right in the eye, Burl. Good shit, kid.
Father?
Oh, good, more of them. And the troll is still kicking, crazy.
Ready yourself.
Boy. Sorry if I'm not reading comments. Big fight. Oh, that was a huge radius. Oh crap. He attacks them too. Love to see it. Come on, Atreus, get up. This guy's gotta die. Just so we can have a clear battlefield to fight this friggin' troll. Oh. Forgot to explode. Time to die. Whack. 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 Jeez. Is there more things to fight? that everything?
Here? Who built this place?
Phew. Alright, I guess I can catch up on some chat now. It's so funny to see the first time you really noticed that Matt usually is the DM is the moment his character's dad died because he was silent and waited like a DM would do. Yeah, so the scene could play out. I brought that up too. I thought that was fun. Something like that would never happen at like a regular table. Somebody would always be like, I interject and do this. But no, Matt's like, I'm letting the DM let his scene play out. Which is what he said in the cooldown. Because everyone's like, why didn't you do anything? He's like, well, I wanted to let the DM finish his scene. But also at the same time, what is a fighter rogue supposed to do other than, Dad, look out? And then by the time he looked, he'd be dead anyway. For me, Tyranny had my heart moment, or from minute one. Then it's Belair, then it's Octus, and then it's Julian. I loved how he explained in the cooldown he waited because Brennan was doing narrative stuff and he wanted to be respectful. Exactly. Gotta love a respectful DM becoming a player. C4 characters rank so far, in my opinion: Julian, Wick, Cadigan, Hal, Valus, Teor, Tyranny, Thimble, Murray, Azune, Belair, Octus, and Taisha. That's a interesting list. I would definitely have a lot different than my list if I were to make a list right now. Yeah, exactly, Dream. It is such a DM move because players usually just react in a situation. I noticed Alex too didn't interrupt Brennan in his last moments. Yeah, because fucking Octus might fucking die too. It is interesting how people are letting their DMs do things that they normally wouldn't do, which is nice to see, especially as someone who, for a very long time, was a forever DM. Luckily, that has changed, and my friends are now also DMing stuff. Like the game that we're playing currently, my buddy's a DM. And it was funny, right? So we're trying to go after these different dragons because we're trying to stop Tiamat. It's not Rise of Tiamat. It's like a homebrew Rise of Tiamat. This is a cutscene I'll let play out.
Whoa. I can see why Mom wanted us to bring her here.
Indeed.
But it's like a homebrew Rise of Tiamat. And we're currently trying to like hunt down these like generals for Tiamat and trying to kill them all off.
Sky movers tangled with roots up here.
I doubt it.
So how's he going to get it to work?
I do not care.
So yeah, we're trying to go after like these different elemental like things, right? But there was like a plot hook that my DM introduced. And my character was like, you know what? I'm going to follow this plot hook because I want to make sure my DM feels like I've noticed his plot hook. So I followed his plot hook, and it wasted somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 hours of our session. And he just, at the end of the session, was like, I did not expect you to follow that plot hook that far. I was just losing my mind. Like, what do you mean? You set up this plot hook. I'm going to follow it. I noticed Alex too. He didn't interrupt. Oh, right. I already read that. Have no ranking really yet, but I really like the military brotherhood stuff so far. So I really like the soldier bros. Yeah, that's true. Azune and Teor being like as like brotherly as they are is really fun.
Stay back, boy.
Ugh. What is that?
We must find another way up.
The witch! Wish she was here. Bet she could get us past this.
My magic is useless against the Black Breath, and there's no way around it. Odin saw to that long ago.
What are you doing here?
Making sure you can finish your journey.
Why wait to warn us?
I was busy, saving my friend, if you remember. The Black Breath is a corruption of magic even I can't dispel. Only the pure light of Alfheim is strong enough to break through. But that road is long, What does this goal mean to you?
It's everything.
Follow me.
Why help us?
Maybe I see more of myself in you than I'm willing to admit. Maybe by helping you, I'll make up for a lifetime of mistakes. Or maybe I just like you.
Even though we shot your friend?
Even though you shot my friend. Yes.
Where must we go?
To a realm beyond your own.
I said it last time, but I love her tattoos so much.
We're going to another realm? Are you coming with us?
Only for a little while.
Only for a little while.
New screenshot from C4, Talzin in costume as Blair solo with Brennan. I think we're getting a Warlock one-on-one with Patron next episode. Halloween episode with costumes is going to rule. What's crazy about that is Sam's not going to be there for that.
Graythaw.
Can't. Sindri said it was broken.
Sindri.
The dwarf at the foot of these hills.
He was fixing it when we got here.
No one was there when I passed by. Perhaps he finished. Dwarves are awfully resourceful.
And irritating, based on the two we have met.
That too.
So do you
Just
think
give that a
Belair is a
turn.
Warforged as well? That's an interesting conversation.
There. See?
I don't. Blair to me seems like a person who got the mask
Tyr's
attached.
temple is at the center of the lake. It is from there we travel to Alfheim. Thankfully, it's no longer underwater.
Why is that creature in the bay?
No one knows. He just appeared one day. Soon after, Thor attacked, and their battle could be felt across all the realms. Ultimately, it ended in a stalemate, and Thor returned to Odin empty-handed. The serpent stayed and grew so large, he now spans all of Midgard.
See? Told you.
They've hated each other ever since, destined to kill each other come Ragnarok.
You believe in Ragnarok?
I dearly wish I didn't, child.
I don't. Belair to me seems like a person who got the mask attached to them and was changed permanently by it. I like how everyone is connected in some way, Game of Thrones style. It makes certain decisions, like how Julian both clocked and ignored what was going to happen with Tayor. Yeah, it was fun. Well, Sam might be in the announcements. That's true. But normally I love seeing him as some sort of goofy costume. Also, we haven't been seeing the shirt gimmick yet, which is kind of weird. Everyone might be in costumes during the cooldown. That's true. He has described eating and drinking, but it's possible, I suppose, if he is no longer organic. He did describe being covered head to toe and that he doesn't have eyes. It's strange. He has hair, though. Some people pointed out that it could just be a wig to me, and I was like, yeah, you know what? That's true. I forgot about wigs. Do you have wigs? But the way he described him reading sounded to me like a Warforged powering down.
An exaggeration.
I'm good with languages, even ones I've never heard before. But when he talks, I can't understand any of it.
Sadly, no one can. He speaks a dead tongue.
Oh. Must be lonely.
Like a Warforged powering down, he was not exhausted. Also, he said something that Murray couldn't hear, and he said something like going into the mother box or something like that. Also, his glowing eyes. He also chose not to breathe. When did that happen? He asked if he could drift into the box. Yeah, I think it's another one of these like coffin things with a mask. I think the mask is like exactly what happened to Belair, and that's why he's so interested in it. I think that the coffin and the mask is related to each other in some way. So I feel like he has his own
Just
box
along
that he
here.
can go into
Sure?
in his mind.
Came through here before and there's no way back across. See?
Is that so? Let me show you something.
But who knows? This is something that I want to learn
Are you
about
watching?
Blair.
Liosa.
What? It's solid.
Elven architecture. My bowstring was soaked in the light of Alfheim. It can now reawaken the magic of the elves.
Wait, it won't just disappear, will it?
Not as long as the light shines free. This way.
I want one. Those roots. What kind of magic is that?
It's Vanir.
From Vanaheim?
You know of it?
Just stories. Mother didn't say much about the Vanir gods. Just that they're always at war with the Aesir. As compared to Odin and Thor, they're the good guy.
There are no good gods, boy. Thought I taught you that.
Oof. Talzin told Brennan his character has chosen not to breathe while he was inspecting the box when they were checking for traps.
Tyr's
Episode-
Temple. Built with help from the giants, Great Tyr used it to travel the 9 realms and keep the peace between them.
Doesn't seem very peaceful. Everywhere we go, we're attacked. Especially by dead things.
The risen dead grow ever more numerous. Once the roads and trails would have been full of people. Now all have hid or fled, save for the Reavers, savage enough to survive in such a world.
Episode 3 mentioned that he could sense something bad happening underneath
Make a ride at the
Dolmakiar
bottom of these stairs.
at the theater, and his stomach churned and slithered. We'll be off for like 5 minutes. Oh, okay, seen a bit, Knack. Yeah, I definitely think there's something interesting
Another
going
one
on
of
with
those
him.
light crystals.
Wait there while I reawaken the light.
I am curious to see what happens with
I
Blair.
did it. What are we doing exactly?
Mending the disrepair. Start by lifting that axle. Good. Now push it back into place.
Yeah, just lift the axle.
Now realign the wheel onto the track. Perfect. Now push the bridge along the track.
I just want you guys to remember how big this bridge was for a second, and then watch what Kratos is about to do.
What? The whole entire bridge is turning.
He's
How is the
fucking
whole entire
insane.
bridge turning? Boy, you're really strong.
Just keep pushing until the bridge reaches its first position.
Like, fuck, that's crazy.
Tired yet?
No.
He's always been really strong.
I noticed that too. I asked Zodiac last stream if he thinks it will come back sooner
So about the
or further
dead.
down the line.
We heard someone call him Hellwalker.
He is a god. He
But
is
what
the
are they?
god.
They are
Boy.
poor, restless souls, denied their judgment and their peace.
Why what? Could Vanir magic raise the dead?
It could, once. But this is no spell. This plague of dead is but a symptom of a world out of balance. Something or someone has meddled with powerful forces. That is all I know for sure.
Bam.
That's perfect. Come back up. We're ready now.
Beautiful. Something's over there and I want it.
That was impressive. You didn't hurt your back, did you?
I did not hurt my back.
I'm hyped for episode 4 tomorrow. I have no idea how Julian, Octus, Taisha, and Valus don't die. True.
Through these doors.
They look like they're
Wait.
fucked.
So did the giants or the elves build Tyr's temple?
All the races helped with its construction. It was the last great act of cooperation between the realms before peace disappeared for good.
Crazy. Brock's not here. What the fuck?
Liosa.
Your bowstring stopped glowing.
Its power is now depleted. Only a few knocks of magic remained in the bowstring, and we used them. Your bow, please. Once you claim the light of Alfheim, infuse the bowstring with its power. Don't forget.
So cool.
You talk like you're not coming with us.
I'll try, but measures were taken to keep me trapped in Midgard.
Why?
The gods don't care for me much.
Me too, Zodiac. I have no idea.
So dark.
Oh,
This temple has been asleep, underwater for almost 150 winters. It needs only the light of the Bifrost to reawaken.
one of the coolest rooms in all of video gaming. So badass.
Those roots don't look like your magic.
They aren't. These roots are part of the Great World Tree and make travel between the realms possible.
Okay, before we go any further, I'm
Approach
going to
the
read out some
table.
things. Me too. I have no idea either because Brennan hasn't held back
Over here.
the threat completely. Thimble roll death saves the minute she was introduced, and Tara's life was no longer in his hands last episode. Yeah, it's exciting to see kind of a more savage DM style thing. I think me and my girlfriend have one of the coolest C4 watching experiences. We put it on our wall with our projector and crank the speakers up. It's honestly like a movie every Thursday. Yeah, that's cool. I'm trying to figure out like different ways to watch it because I kind of get bored just watching it on my computer. Like I just feel like there's more comfortable ways that I could end up watching Critical Role stuff, but I just don't. Before we keep moving, I'm gonna check these other armors that we have. Ooh, that looks nice. Actually, it doesn't look so good. It looks kind of shitty. And they're all worse, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's go.
How does it work?
You will need this, a Bifrost, to create travel between realms. It can capture, hold, and transfer the light of Alfheim. Place the Bifrost there.
TV on the couch is a lot better than sitting at a desktop. Yeah.
What now?
Give it a moment. The temple needs time to wake up from its long slumber. It is from this room, and this room alone, that you will be able to cross between realms. What you see before you represents the temple in which we stand, as well as the realm towers that encircle the Lake of Nine outside. All the realms exist in the same physical space, reflections of each other. These doors, the towers outside, and the 9 realms are all intertwined and coexisting on the branches of the World Tree, separated only by the Bifrost light of Alfheim.
So
This
cool.
place can focus and control that light.
And is this the World Tree?
Only an artistic representation of it. No, the Yggdrasil is much, much more than this. The Tree of Life is bound to the fate of the world, just as we are bound to it. The tree nourishes our soils. The dew from its leaves feeds our valleys and rivers. The tree's very existence supports all of creation along its boughs. Its life energy interwoven into the tapestry of life. Birth, growth, death, and rebirth. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree. So, that's how it works. But I'm guessing you were looking for a more practical answer.
Yes.
Very well. The bridge you pushed outside is currently positioned to lead to the realm of Vanaheim. Instead, turn the wheel to our actual destination, Alfheim.
Wait, is this moving the big bridge outside?
Yes, the wheel turns the bridge, and the bridge aligns to the different realm towers on the lake outside.
Wait, there's no tower on this one.
And that's why realm travel to Jotunheim is impossible. Without a tower for the bridge to lock into, the sequence can't begin.
Crazy.
Every
Alfheim.
realm has a travel room that unlocks the bridge to that realm. I'm giving you the one for Alfheim. Now you can lock in your destination.
Alright, sick. My routine, jack my body filled with caffeine until 3 a.m. and enjoy the peace of no comment stream on YouTube with my headphones on my mobile. Yeah, fuck comments on the stream. Comments are awful. Turning the comments off make a world of difference. It really does. I think CR saw how bad it got during the end of C3 and decided that the next campaign, most critters would prefer some peace and quiet. I'm actually about to take my oh wow, what the fuck? Insurance exam. I either pass and have a new cool job or fail and panic. Best not to fail then. I hope it goes well for you. Yeah, I agree. And my new coworker is also a critter, which is sick. Yeah, it's nice. It must be nice to have other people in your personal life who play video games, or not play video games, who watch Critical Role, and you can talk to them about it. That is what this entire
ready.
channel was.
Remember to take the Bifrost. You don't want to lose that. Now the realm travel bridge will align, and the realm between realms will open.
One of the coolest things ever. I love this
See
shit.
that giant crystal? Each realm has a corresponding one that focuses and amplifies the power of the Bifrost, opening the bridge to that realm. That's why realm travel is only possible from this room.
What about that one realm tower missing from the lake?
The Jotunheim Tower disappeared from all realms over 100 winters ago, when the giants vanished from Midgard. Where the tower went and how they moved it remain a mystery.
All remains a mystery. Alright, I gotta quickly run to the washroom. I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. Alrighty. I am back.
It didn't
Let's
work.
see what I missed.
I'm still here.
Follow me.
The Bifrost is dark.
This trip was its last use. There's no going back until it's replenished with the light of Alfheim.
So we are trapped.
Someone of your ability should have little trouble getting back to Midgard.
And we'll be able to make that black breath go away?
With the captured light of Alfheim, yes.
Good. What was I saying? What were you guys saying? Someone said something about a watch party, and I learned something about myself during like the final couple episodes of campaign 4, or not campaign 4, campaign 3, where I was like, people suggested me doing like reactions. So I just recorded my voice as I was watching, and like half of the recording of like the final fights for each of the like the main bosses, I recorded reactions to the Vox Machina boss, the Mighty Nine boss, and the final 2 fights with Prodathos and Ludinus. And like half of the time I'm just silent. And like whenever something big would happen, I'd be like, ooh, and that was about all I would do reaction wise. Reaction content isn't for me. It's just as simple as that. So like a watch party would just be me like occasionally going, oh, as I write down something for my recaps, which is why I don't do them, because someone did mention that earlier. I honestly want to do some sort of local watch party, but I hate to say that a lot of D&D players and critters aren't normal, and strangers can be nuts. And Zodiac made the channel because there was no one in his personal life who could chat about CR with. Yeah, I can't. Still can't. Well, you have a girlfriend and coworker and us to discuss Campaign 4 with whenever you want. That's a good thing, too. I'm actually a forever DM, been running games professionally for like 10 years, and it'd be fun to get a game going, unless we all turn out to be weird, too. That's true. Online weird is nowhere near as bad as IRL weird. Yeah. The people I have to run games for in person in my adult life are either some of the coolest people or the absolute worst. Yeah, that's crazy. Trent, he's a part of our little game here, is trying to get a game together for to DM for us. You could join that if you're interested. Yeah, I wonder what's happened with that, because I remember you guys were talking about that for a while. And he hasn't been in the streams for a while. Do you have some D&D horror stories to tell? Crazy. That'd be funny to hear. I've DM'd over 400 sessions so far, but I've never had a bad experience so far, luckily. That's crazy that you've never had a bad experience. There's been a couple for me as a player as well. And a DM. You have lots? Ooh.
Welcome to Alfheim, gentlemen. Think you can spot the light? I can barely see it. Something's wrong. See that column of light on the horizon? It's housed in the heart of a ring temple. We'll find what we need there. No. Damn it, not yet.
What's happening?
To restore the Bifrost magic, you must step into the light. But be very careful not to get caught.
She's not dead. Is she?
Not likely.
His lack of care is fucking hilarious to me.
Look at this place.
Stay by me. Touch nothing.
Okay. What is that? I think you killed it. Look up there.
Well, that's good. It's dead. Just like Argonians, they need to die sometimes.
Not our concern, boy. Focus.
Right, Dream? Yeah, I'd play in a game or run something for you guys. I usually run 5e, but lately I've been running a Daggerheart game. Me and Bick have been waiting until she gets back to finish going through lines and veils together. I don't know why Trent has been radio silent recently. I have seen him comment on your videos. Yeah, I think he's probably just busy working and stuff. I mean, I've had better and worse sessions, but I've never had an experience like a horrible session where I wish it wouldn't have happened. Is there a Zodiac Bandit Discord? I wouldn't call it mine. It's more like a Trent Discord. He's got one going.
What does it say?
Something about an eternal war for the light. I don't get it. If both sides need it, why not just share it?
Greed. You will find it a common cause for war.
There is a Discord. I'm sure someone can invite you to it. I can't at the moment.
They keep murdering the White Elves.
It is war. The end of one. The robed one's lost.
Oh.
In the fight. Ranged combat in this game is awesome.
Almost there.
Shoot him, kid.
What are they attacking us for? We didn't do anything.
More will come.
Ugh. Where's this stuff even come from?
I'm gonna have to read that again. A guy I ran games for ended up in prison for 10 years, totally fooled everyone in our circle, and acted like a good guy.
Oh, okay.
Crazy. That's wild. I can firmly say I've never had something like that happen.
Wait, was that Sindri?
Oh, Sindri's here. Cool.
Follow me, Atreus.
Yeah, I have firmly never in my life ever have had someone that bad. That's the tip of the iceberg.
How are you here before us, dwarf? We were told our path was the only one between realms.
Well, it may be the only way for you to travel, but we dwarves are full of surprises.
That is not an answer.
Ah, hang on to that sense of wonder. There's so little mystery once you've amassed the wealth of arcane knowledge that I have. Where to comb the realms for exotic resources. How to craft them into creations that defy imagination. To the novice, I'm sure it all seems like magic, but... oh, all right. It's magic. Are you happy now? Very well. To business.
Resurrection stones are now available in the shop. Ooh, that's actually incredibly useful. Just in case we die, we can get revived. I'm pretty sure there's better ones as we like level up and shit too. What do these do? Increase vitality by 3. Alright, let's see if there's new armor. Kind of. You know what? Let's craft it and wear it. We'll upgrade it if we have to.
Who knew?
There's new wrist armor. Same thing. More health.
That looks amazing.
We'll equip that in a second as well. And I believe it was this one.
Fine piece of work. If I say so myself.
The stream crashed? What? People having problems with the stream? You normally go by Duma. Alright, I'll have to remember Duma. That way we say the right thing. Alright. It doesn't look like there's anything else talisman-wise that's as good. Maybe this one, Eternal Fury. Alright. Upgrades done. Well, not really. We're going to have to buy more
To run
upgrades.
off on my
But I do want to... Oh, wait a minute. This has... Yeah. I want to wear something different. Make Kratos look cooler. Just a little bit, you know. Then we can upgrade these things.
Let's do it.
It hasn't... This stream hasn't crashed for anybody else, has it?
I don't suppose you could try keeping that clean?
Like the only person who seems to have any issue was Knack, or did I lose everybody and it's not telling me?
Clarity. Good help.
For now, I am concerned. Boy, tell me if the stream has crashed, boy.
I think that's a keeper.
I had a session I was a player in, and the DM did a hold person on the entire party and unironically monologued for like 2 hours. I only managed to get out because I had the Mage Slayer feat. 2 hours? How's that fucking possible? I don't think that spell lasts that long. That is an insane monologue, by the way. Then everyone else couldn't get out, even though I action surge attacked the wizard Big Bad 6 times, and he maintained concentration on every hit. Even though each attack did 25 to 50 damage. Well, that's a range of what, like 10 to 25 on the. That's a range from 10 to 25 on the con save. I feel like that's not totally impossible, especially if he's rolling with advantage from Mage Slayer. Like, that's totally possible, maybe. I mean, it's not totally possible. It is a little suspect, to be sure. I managed to get us out by stuffing the Big Bad into a bag of devouring crazy. A bag of holding is one of those forever used items, and for me, I am beginning to want to use the Slenderman-like creature that is in the bag of holding to start messing with my players. I think that'd be fun. But that's just me. The DM has the guy resistant to all damage and had like a plus 10 to con saves. Yeah, that's a bit much. That is a bit much. What level were you? What level were you at the time?
What'd you say?
I said nothing.
Really? Okay.
Wow, that sounds like maybe not the greatest DM. Sounds like a terrible author DM. Yeah, sometimes people just need to write books. Bagman is a great addition to any campaign. Yeah.
Not much.
Level 11 fighter.
Just that since the elves are always fighting over the light, they kept them isolated.
Grab it, kid. A drink from the dew of the world tree brings lasting benefits. Cooldown permanently decreased by 2. Everlasting gobstoppers. This guy is a good friend, but he just has no idea how to DM where your players have agency and feel real. At one point, I might have done something really similar. I'm glad my plans fell through, though. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you have an idea of like what you want to do, and then things change. You know, depending on certain things.
I said nothing.
Wait, this one you said something.
What is it, boy?
Voices. You don't hear that?
I hear nothing.
It's going away now. It was screaming. Lots of voices. Angry. You really didn't hear that?
No.
It felt evil.
I want Kratos' beard. Realistically, if I could just look like Kratos, I'd be pretty happy with my life.
we tried talking to them?
No,
But maybe they need help.
they do not stop us, so they do not concern us.
But
They
maybe...
do not concern us.
They are no concern to us, boy. We are friends, but he doesn't take feedback well, and it feels wrong to me to try to teach/coach him if he doesn't ask for feedback. Hard to be honest with someone when they run a laughably unfun, I would imagine, game.
Look at that. That must be the Ring Temple.
Alright, there are a few things that we can do before going to the temple, which we're going to do. As we are currently stuck in Alfheim, we should do other things first. It is fine to have an unwinnable fight, but I think...
The elves can't work things out. Alfheim's such a beautiful place, but war makes it ugly.
You see with the eyes of a child. In war, a soldier sees beauty only in the blood of his enemy. The rest of him is lost, sometimes never to return.
You know about war, don't you?
Wars are fought for two things, survival or advantage. Battles may be won by the better soldier. Wars are won by those who are willing to sacrifice everything to ensure victory.
That's an interesting lesson. It's fun to have an unwinnable fight, but I think having a scene/battle where your players can't play or interact in any way, yeah, that sounds terrible. Interesting game, yeah. It's God of War 2018. Can't show off too many things from the original, so we're not playing the original God of Wars. Damn. Is there a second one? Oh, thanks. Eat it. Come on. Damn. Oh, for sure. I have several friends who don't like my DM style as well. That's totally fine. Not every player fits every DM. That's true. I feel like you do have to find like the right collection of things. Sometimes you just have to suffer through it though. Like if it's like a friend trying something new, like if they're trying to DM for the first time and they need to find like their play style and stuff like that. Like my friend currently, he's DMing for us, and I think he has a problem with a lot of rules in D&D because he changes things in his mind to, and I quote, rebalance them so they feel fair in his mind, I guess. Which, you know, each to their own, man. Like if you view it one way compared to other people, I get it. There we go. Yeah, if you don't feel like something's fair or balanced, but, you know, the argument is things are done a certain way. The big one for the last game that we played was my character has the ability to... He has the spell... plane shift, right? So it's just based on like what the character has at his disposal. It's really easy for us to basically teleport wherever we realistically want to. But he has added it for some reason into plane shift the table for teleport, right? So he added a thing for teleport. so that way it wasn't just easy for us to move around. And I disagree with that notion, because I just don't feel adding something to a spell like that to hamper the spell is a good move. But that's just me. Yeah, for sure. PoE 2 is a Giga Chat of a game. What? What's PoE 2? What did I miss? Would you like me to tell Trent if you're interested in the campaign Doom? Oh, that's you guys talking. Oh, I see Zodiac. He is in his DM teenager phase. No, this is just how he is. Back in the day, we had weekend-long D&D games. Yeah, were they fun, Grey Wolf?
Sindri
Beer
said
and D&D, yeah,
Mother
fun.
was a warrior.
That sounds
Was she in
awesome.
a war too?
Of a sort. Her family was decimated by hostile rivals, and she alone survived. She walked the warrior's path, but her war was to live on, to brave an unforgiving world alone.
And that's why she has Sindri and Brock to make her the axe?
She had the strength to wield such a weapon, and the wisdom to use it for good. She found purpose in protecting the weak.
So, she'd help out the elves?
No.
Not that I drink, of course, but if ever that's someone else's bag, they can enjoy their beer and D&D for sure. That was quick. Not supposed to come at me already, jerks. Just give me some time to prepare. Hey, Jesus. Probably saw someone behind us, but I guess not. Was one of the original players in the 70s. Yeah, the rules were probably way different back then. Ouch. I've always been curious about going back and like reading some of the older editions just to see like how different things were. And there's a couple of good videos about that on the internet. I've thought about it. I've thought about it a great deal. What? For a third one?
To me.
I'm coming!
Ah, crap. Oh. We have a limited window for that to open, it seems. Made it, suckers. Oh, he's asked. Doom has asked for my Discord twice. I think it's just Zodiac Bandit. I'm not too sure. I'll have to look at it. Make a video about the Satanic Panic? What? I understand that there was some level of that in the 70s from D&D, but I don't know anything about it. I wasn't there. It's a funny thing, though. I'll definitely have to look up my Discord in a minute.
Father, over here.
What's over there? Come on, be the right one. There's that one. This one. And this one. Beautiful. It would be an interesting video, but I don't think it's Zodiac style. I tried making, like, just D&D centric type videos in the past. They didn't do too well. which is why I've stopped. Maybe in the future I can give it a go, try it again. But as of right now, the content is firmly positioned around Critical Role, which is probably where it'll stay for a very long time. Just depending on, you know, just how things are. Damn, that would be cool if it worked. But yeah, that's the satanic panic, as you put it, is definitely not something that I'm very familiar with. How do you get the hell up there? Wonder if I'm missing something. Which is probably the case. You always end up missing stuff. Yeah, not yet anyway. Maybe someday in the future it'll end up being something I can pursue, trying just doing like regular D&D stuff. Unless it's something people want to see, which I don't think I've seen too many people like, because there's so many D&D people out there, right? Do you know what you should do? Something like the old Battle Royals, which character or NPC would win in a fight, or Allura versus Essek, or something like that. Just got a Ghost Ship episode flashback of episode 3. It's from C3. Just got Ghost Ship episodes from the... What am I reading? I just got Ghost Ship episodes of C3 flashbacks. Why? What did I say that recalled you for that, or that like reminded you of that? So this is what happens. I get too involved in the game and I forget what's happening like everywhere else. I really want to figure this out, but it's just not going to happen. You send a Discord friend request to Zodiac Bandit. Well, I hope it's the right one. I don't think there's too many of them. Damn it. Did you, huh? Alright, we'll have to figure that out later. I saw a Norse ship on the beach in the game. Oh, is that all it was? My username is just Zarduma. Okay, I'll definitely look in a minute, like once I'm away from the game, or once we're wrapping up the stream. Until then, we will continue on. But yeah, I would
Father,
be... Oh.
You ever know anyone else who heard voices?
I knew desperate men at sea who, when our supplies ran dry, would quench their thirst by drinking seawater. They swore the sirens, evil creatures singing to them from nearby islands, were in fact their wives and daughters calling them home. They endangered the crew, steering us toward the reefs.
How did you fix them?
We threw them overboard.
Oh. Well, good thing I didn't drink any seawater. Right?
Yes, it is.
There was something that fell over here that we didn't pick up, but I guess it's not there anymore. You're good. I'm going AFK till later today with the exam. Well, good luck with your exam. Hopefully everything goes well. Is that all we had to look around at? I guess it is. I guess it's time to progress. Where was the middle thing? There was a flag that we saw earlier that I completely ignored. Is that it? That must be it back there. Yeah, I would be down to eventually do some D&D centric stuff, but there's so many D&D like channels that it's hard to do and feel unique.
Look, they have sand bowls in Alfheim too.
Do it, child.
What does it ask?
Without me or within me, death is sure. Yet within you, I am life most pure. But I don't see any runes around here.
We must find it. Back to the boat.
Oh, good. If you want to play in a game, Zodiac, I actually don't mind it being streamed or recorded. That's something I've always wanted to do and just never have. I think the game that Dream was talking about, they were planning on streaming and recording it for Trent's channel. If I remember correctly. I might be wrong. But that is something that I feel like, yeah, Dream just confirmed it. That's something that they were thinking
That's gotta
of.
be the entrance. Let's go.
Careful, boy.
What are they doing?
What's happening? Oh dear.
The bridge is gone. They covered the crystal with that stuff. Why?
To prevent reinforcements.
Time to die. I have in the past wanted to also stream a game at some point, but that's like, in my opinion, that's like down the line when I have, like, because I don't know how to put this without it sounding weird, but to me, like, in person's my favorite type of way to play D&D. Obviously, I feel like that's the way for most people. But I've always wanted to, like, run a D&D game online with, like, my real life friends and, like, the same, because I feel like our games that we play are super fun. It's just, unfortunately, there's one guy on our table who really doesn't want to be recorded, and I 100% understand that, not wanting to be, like, on the internet. So while I would love to eventually record, like, my actual current games with my friends, I personally don't feel like it'll ever
Maybe we
happen.
can fix the bridge from down there.
But I would love to at some point in the future do it.
Okay, so that did something. I think.
Enemies ahead.
More enemies. And it's not that I don't want to be a part of, like, the other game that Trent's been making. It's just I don't know if I have the time for it with the amount of, like, stuff that I'm doing. Like my personal life's a bit of a mess with the amount of stuff that I'm trying to do. Wait. Guy's dead.
What is their problem with us?
We do not belong here.
It would be sick if you guested it on Trent's stream. That would be something I could do. Yeah, if I streamed or recorded a game, I wouldn't really want a video of my person. I would more just want to it to be the game and the maps and the character art. That's fair. I feel like that's what they're going to do.
It doesn't make sense.
Come, back to the sand bowl.
Do you know what I think is sad? That we don't have Exandria Lore YouTube channel.
What's that?
We have so many Forgotten Realms, but nobody is doing Exandria. Believe me, I've thought about it. I just don't know if, like... A part of it is, right, like... There's a certain level of knowledge that I know somebody else is going to have more of. And my ultimate fear for doing something like that would be, like, someone being like, yo, this video was so off or something like that. But we'll see. Well, Zodiac did at one point sort of, right? Did I? I did do some lore stuff in the past. I just don't remember exactly how much I did.
The pillars and ring form an elvish rune.
We'll copy it, boy.
Draw it. Boy!
It was the voices again, but different voices. Less angry. They were asking for help.
We are here for the light. I do not care who they are, nor what they want.
You never cared about anything.
You have something to say?
No. Ruger.
Honestly, a lore channel of for C4 would guaranteed blow up. I feel like it could. There's just not a whole lot known right now. Especially because everyone is having trouble keeping up with all the names. True.
Yes.
The voices I heard, it was hard to make out. But way in the back, I'm pretty sure I heard Mother.
That is not possible.
But I know what I heard.
Atreus, enough.
He looks different. Look at those horns.
Behind me, boy.
I don't find the characters that hard to keep track of at
That
all.
can't be good.
To be honest, if I'm not like the main characters, but like all the family names is what I think Max is talking about. Because I agree, there's a lot of like family names and a lot of people to like try to keep track of. So there is quite a lot to have to like, think about when it comes to a lot of that stuff. See if I can line up a good shot. Ah, I couldn't get anybody else. I have to remember I can parry. Get cut down, fool. I know, boy. You don't have to tell me about it. Being a nice move. Dang. I thought he was going to run into it. I totally agree, Zach. Look at channels like Mr. Rex and so on. They're big channels. I don't find the characters hard to keep track of at all. TBH, I find them very distinct. Davanos, Taconis, Loy, Halovars. Am I missing any? RNS's house is the Royce house. And there is the, there's another house. It's the ones that had like a bunch of sorcerers in the flashback. I can't remember the name for some reason. It started with a D. I forget the name now, though. Please die. There we go. I'm not dead. How many dudes are shooting at me right now? Oh, good shooting. Colmare, that was it. It wasn't a D. That's why I was never going to find it, because it was not a D. Did they mention, so the character Cora, did they mention what her last name was? The person who's going to be replacing Tall Barrel? Did they mention her last name yet? Because something tells me she might be a Cormorant. Infasten? Was that another name? Infasten? Oh yes, Infasten was the general guy. Yes, you're right. There's so many names. I've unironically watched each episode like 3 or 4 times, I am high-key obsessed. There's nothing wrong with that. Why isn't Fast and Funny Knack? Been dying to ask you. Oh, right. Because it's a German name. I forgot that was a thing that was brought up not too long ago. Up. There's a room. Cora Cormorant sounds right. Does it? I'm just trying to think, like, because if that person is in some form or fashion like related to them,
Tricky. Very tricky.
then I could easily see, like why that connection is there for them, right? Because like the whole point is they're trying to put people from the Sundered Houses in power. So if that's like the real deal and they're like actually doing that, putting a Cormorant there makes a lot of sense, especially because we've seen that in the flashbacks they're like big with magic. The beacon vids make it really easy to locate stuff. Ooh, that's true. Oh, right, because they've started doing the whole timestamps on beacon now, which is beautiful.
We will find out.
Whoops, wrong button. Can you imagine if Cora is Wick's commoner X? Ooh. Well, that'd be weird. Why would they be okay with her in that position, but not with Wick? Right? Like, why would they be okay with her in a position of power like that, but not with Wick? Primus refers to her as Dean Cora, so we don't know yet. So maybe she is a Cormorant. I can easily see her being a Cormorant. Especially if the Cormorant family does have that strong connection to magic in that way. Maybe she's a sorcerer, and like because the Sundered Houses believe that, you know, the school should be a pay-to-play sort of deal. Maybe putting someone from another Sundered House who has like sorcerer bonds is like their way of being like, you can only come here if you have natural talent. You can't earn your way.
Back there. I know Mother's voice better than anyone. It was her.
She is gone, boy. Speak no more of this.
Fine.
So unfasten is putting something into something that fits into it, like putting a jewel in a socket. So like fastening. You're fastening something in fasten. Interesting. What does this thing do? Or she might be of value to the Techonuses, which makes sense with the Dean Cora thing. Yeah, I agree. There's probably something to do with that too. Ooh. Gotta triple check everything. You never know with this game. Oh, my batteries are low. Shit. That means we have about 90 minutes before they die. Plenty of time. Like a round peg into a round hole. Yeah, exactly. That's from what I'm gathering. That's the correct way to think about it. Let go of my son, people. Oh my god, he sniped him. He could have just killed his son there. That's crazy. I will murder you all. Oh, it seems I have infinite rage right now. That's kind of cool.
Hold on, boy! Fight!
Don't hurt my son. Don't hurt my son. My family lineage is getting crazy, right? I have my son Atreus and I have my daughter Ellie. Hey, give me my axe. Die, motherfucker. I will cut you to ribbons. I can lock on. Just sort of swing wild. Hey. None of that. Oh. Brutal.
Thanks.
All right, we can level our stuff up. Yeah, exactly, Dream. That would be the normal and correct definition. So it's hilarious because the dude is putting himself in the position that he thinks is that he naturally belongs in. Of course, I should be in charge. That's funny. Yeah, that was funny, but when the glove fits. If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. I believe that's how it goes, right? OJ. I'm slowly losing more of my
All the way
voice as
across
we
here.
keep going.
Too bad the witch's bowstring doesn't work anymore.
Where is the next spot to go? Oh, that looks like an open door. Which is probably the correct spot. What else is that connected to? Some of these puzzles are messed up, man. Oh well. We'll just continue going through the door and level up. I haven't even started leveling up this stuff yet. Oh, crap. It's also the first time he said, I understood in fasten, which means touching. So that is why I also thought it was funny. So there's in fasten and fasten, two different words. The pentaveril has a symbol of a 5-pointed star pentagram, but the demons have the 9-pointed star. Ooh. I wonder if there's a connection there. I think the Drake was summoned by a pentagram. Sorry, did I say Drake? I said Drake, right? Don't want to say the wrong thing. Where's the counter one? Bang. Ooh, I like that. Let's buy that move. That's the one I like. While barehanded, hold R1 to sweep enemies off their feet. Ooh, I like that too. What's this one do? While barehanded, hold L forward and then run for... Nah, we don't need that yet. In Spartan Rage, hold R1 to deliver a forceful haymaker that knocks enemies backwards at a great speed. I like that too. I like a good kick. Okay, before we do that, we should check Atreus. We can't give Atreus anything yet. Anything with my axe that we can get? Yep. Just max out the axe for now. I think it's not a hot take to say that in Fasten Guy is probably going to find out very soon he's not up to task. Yep. That'll be... I think in Fasten has put himself to be like the antithesis of Azune. So he's going to find himself on the wrong end of a couple of Azune attacks, in my opinion. But we shall see soon enough, I'm sure. I'm looking at the wiki and thinking who are the people who work on it. Maybe I should do it. I have to be the one of the few people obsessed with CR to watch the episodes on repeat. If I had the time, I would be
Sure the
doing
witch
it.
is okay? I'd
But
hate
between-
to think she died helping us.
She knew what she was doing.
Okay.
Between video making and streaming and other stuff that I'm trying to do in life, it's hard to be able to watch that much. Especially because lately I've been like trying to like read through some books, and when I say read, I mean audio listen because I don't have the time to read. So when I drive, I audio listen to a bunch of books. Like I'm currently on the 3rd Witcher book. I'm so hyped about that.
Ugh, more of it.
If we cut enough away, the bridge above us should reappear.
Right.
Expect resistance.
Right.
Yeah, you should definitely do that. If you feel like you can like make the wiki a lot better, that'd be nice. Because sometimes I go to look at the wiki, I'm like, some of this just looks wrong. But I can never be too sure. By the way, how's the job hunting going? Fuck, it's terrible. It's basically not happening. I've probably applied to damn near 200 things, and just nothing's come up. It's mostly because the job market right now is so bad. Not to dwell on it too much, but like the tariffs have really screwed over Canadian markets. So we're in this really rough spot where we've lost quite a few companies in Canada. So there's like, in my area specifically, there's like 3,000 new workers, right, who had jobs who lost them. So it's just kind of hard to compete with a lot of people who have a lot more experience in certain areas than you do. Hey, yo, that's cheating. Lie believably on your resume. I'm not much for lying. I've applied a lot to a lot of places, but it's not that big of a deal. Eventually, something will come up, or it doesn't. Like, not to toot any horns or anything. Like the last month on YouTube was like the best month I've had, as far as like being able to make money. Like, I had like 3 or 4 videos in a row hit 20K views. Like that's crazy to me, and that's all you guys. That's what you guys did. So, like last month, October, well not October, what month was it last month? September? September was my best month on YouTube as far as like being able to like make cash, which is crazy to me. Because like a couple months ago I was like, I'm gonna have to step away a little bit and do a bunch of this, and then campaign 4 happened. I was like, oh, never mind. I'm doing all right now. I guess I'm not tooting my own horn when it's because of you guys that I have those views. So it's not that big of a deal. Okay, Atreus, so what you need to do is you need to pick up one of these goddamn stones and throw it at him. Die. Woof.
How'd I do?
Not bad, but not good either.
Damn, Kratos. Give your son some credit.
Well, there it is.
Watch our backs, boy.
Germany also got screwed by the tariffs because so many people here work in the car industry. Oh, that's brutal. The car industry is getting royally fucked right now. It's actually really bad. Dude, it took me months to get this opportunity. I've moved from my home to out of state to move in with my girlfriend and had to burn through my savings to get through. Yeah, it's hard right now. That is awesome, Zodiac. I'm really happy for you. Well, thanks. It's honestly mostly because of you guys watching, right? Like, I realistically, I can't control that. I stumbled upon your channel and have made sure to like and subscribe and watch whenever you post. Your pre-campaign 4 videos got me through rough time as a caller at a state farm. Yeah, that sounds rough. And I'm glad you're okay, and that me hyping your videos at every opportunity has helped out. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're hyping me up. You are putting in the work, though. Yeah, I try. It's a lot of work, and like normally, so the way that my D&D games normally go, right? Like with my friends, is we normally either play on Tuesday or Thursday. So like one week it'll be Tuesday, the next week it'll be a Thursday. So this week it was on Tuesday, so it was yesterday, which means Thursday is going to be completely open for me to like make a bunch of videos back to back to back. So I'll be able to preemptively make several videos, which is nice. I'm happy that I'll be able to make a lot of videos in the near future, because that way I'll be able to like just focus on recaps when they come up. So that'd be nice. You make good stuff, so be proud it's working out. Well, it's not just that, right? Like it's not that I'm not proud of what's happening. It's the imposter syndrome of why is it happening sort of deal, right? Like,
Guess the light makes
not everyone gets lucky enough to have a video hit 10K, right? Not everyone's lucky enough to have a video that hit 1K. And if you look at my channel right now, all of my most recent videos, I'm pretty sure, have all hit 4K and above, which is crazy to me. It's like some of the most consistent stuff that I've done was in this portion of campaign 4.
Look,
so
the blue door.
and the amount of growth that we've had on the streams was not on the streams, on the channel with like subs was crazy. I was like, oh, we hit 1,500, and then like I think we hit 1,800 just before
There's no seam.
What?
We have a problem.
Just before campaign 4 started, I was at like 1,800, and then campaign 4 started, and I'm at like 2,500 now, which is crazy to me. Like that to me is a ridiculous spot to be in after, like the growth is nuts right now. So it's cool to see, and I'm very happy about it. It's funny, I wanted to make campaign 4 content, and then I came across your channel and was like, Zodiac's got it covered already. Well, I'm sorry. You can still do it. I'm sure there's plenty of room for it.
These doors do not open.
Hello? I don't get it. I even have a door then. Hello?
Come, we will find another way in.
We will always find another way in, boy. Hey, Sindri.
Hey, Sindri. We found something interesting.
Another one here.
This giant's a sorceress. Her name's Groa. Looks like she had visions. Did Odin kill her for her book?
Crazy. What is this little mission?
Whoa! You killed an ancient?
Yes.
Was it difficult?
Yes.
Is that all you're gonna give me?
Yes.
Make the lore YouTube channel. I will subscribe, promise. Oh well, C4 Discourse has been limited with no one offering anything official other than you and a few others. Yeah, I mean, you should definitely make that channel. I feel like it'd be very good for a lot of people to be able to have a nice place to put things and keep track of stuff. My channel isn't totally dedicated to that because it's like recaps and theories and rankings and stuff like that. Mine's more of like the, how would I put this? It's more like variety, if you will. It's like a variety thing. Whereas if you pick something niche, right? That is how you pick up a large audience. You make something niche and then you just grow from there. Like for me, it was the recaps, and then I was able to expand outward from the recaps. So if you do the lore stuff, I'm certain you'll be able to like take that to its like maximum limits if you have to, right? The idea of like taking something niche and making something from it is probably the way to go. But that's up to you, however you want to do it.
This way.
That doesn't look right, Kratos. Because I want to explore some more.
More of those bells.
A Nornir chest must be nearby.
Open up, door. Ding. Bong. Damn. Bing. Bong. I get it? It did not get it. Am I hurt? Alright, come back to me. It will help others to understand who everyone is and what the names of places and people are and how they're spelled. Yeah. I mean, the best way to figure out how stuff is spelled is to honestly go on Beacon and listen and like watch Critical Role with the subtitles on, because they spell everything right because they're the ones making it. That's how I figured out how to spell Dolmakyar. Maximum rage increase. Beautiful. You love to see it. You love to see Kratos get angry. Alright. Time to start sneaking our way in.
The dwarf again.
Sindri?
Actually, you know what? I thought about doing it several times, but I'm too lazy for video editing, and the biggest thing is my English, which is not good enough for video making. Neither's mine, yo. Neither is mine, and it's my first language. Sometimes you just gotta jump. You gotta take that leap,
We're
you know.
inside. Of course. I wonder what those are attached to.
You gotta take that leap and, you know, take that risk. Sometimes it's the best way to learn. You'll be able to, and like on the fly, like you'll learn more editing stuff, which will be nice for a lot of, like, you know, editing was one of the hardest things to figure out at the beginning, because it's like, how much do you need to edit? And sometimes it's not a lot. Like my recaps don't get edited all that much at all. Like I've only recently started doing a little bit more heavy editing on the recaps because so many people were like, hey, do you think you could like tell us who's talking? So I did that for episode 3, and I'll probably do it for episode 4, but once the group's completely split up, it's not happening anymore. It is so much extra editing for that video. I wasn't able to do it for episode 2 because episode 2 was such a nightmare to edit. It was such a bad day. Still took 3 episodes to get Dolmakyar right for your spelling, yeah. That's just what I'm saying, like the spelling is rough. And the names, oh boy. Like, you can pick easier names, guys. Like, everyone's like, you can't use the same names multiple times. Yes, you can. George R.R. Martin is proof that many people can have the exact same name. And if you look at history, you've got a bunch of Richards and a bunch of Edwards. And an occasional, like, Arthur or something. Like, that's British history, obviously. But even, like, what? Alexander? I'm pretty sure he was, like, Alexander II or something, right? Like, most people are named. And there's also a lot of Charles and, like, English stuff as well. I'm sure there's a lot of repeated names in a lot of places. It's not that big of a deal, guys. We can use easier names. But everyone wants to be the next Tolkien. I'm off to my insurance exam. Wish me luck. Nice meeting everyone. Hype for C4 episode 4 tomorrow. Feel free to add me on Discord and chat D&D and stuff at Zarduma. There you go. Shout outs. See ya, Duma. Have a good time.
That's impressive.
Good luck with the exam, although you don't need luck. It's pure skill and knowledge. Okay, so that wasn't it. There's more to it. What's over here?
Can you read it?
Yes, sir. From darkness, keep safe the light. Didn't do a very good job, did they?
The Great makes you think. The Great makes you think that other people would have been called Alexander. That's true. There probably was a lot of Alexanders. Totally agree, Zodiac, about just trying something sometimes, which is why I started a podcast with my best friend a year ago. But editing podcasts is already more than enough for me. That's fair. And realistically, like, just trying to do anything is better than not doing anything at all, right? Like, at least you're trying something different. There's so many people who just won't do things because they're comfortable with it. Like, they're comfortable with the way things are for them right now, so they're not going to try something new. Which is, you know, the safe route if you want to do that. Some people don't want to be safe. Some people want to live dangerously. Like Austin Powers. I, too, like to live dangerously. Is it in German? Yes, it is in German about D&D. That's cool. Do you think, just a genuine question, do you think the German might limit the reach of the pod? Because I know, like, that would be a barrier to entry for a lot of people who can't speak other languages. So just pure curiosity, do you think that could be potentially, like, in the way? Genuine question. Oh, for sure, yeah. Does your podcast co-host only speak German? Is that like a big issue? Do you have English subtitles? See, the thing with podcasts though, Dream, is a lot of people like to listen to them. So it's hard for people to listen to something as they're driving. Like, that's when I listen to most of my podcasts, like when I'm driving to places. So for me, like when I'm listening to a book or when I'm listening to a podcast, it's a lot easier in my native tongue. And I don't have the solution to you for that knack, other than
Covered it up with that stuff.
I guess to start speaking more English, but realistically that's not possible for everybody, so it's understandable why it's not a possibility.
What's he doing?
But you know,
No.
it is something that
Why are they
sometimes
killing him?
like you have to think about,
Didn't
right?
do anything.
Do not assume.
I would love to subscribe to it, even
You
though
are
I
seeing
don't
the
understand a
end
word
of
of
the
it. What's the name of the podcast?
not know what
Shout it
led
out.
to this
Shout out
moment.
your
He
podcast
didn't
right
even
now.
defend himself.
That was his choice. We make ours.
Ooh, he's hurting. He's got a spear. Let's see if I can hit somebody else. I was able to do it. Nice. Beautiful. Love to see it. Shoot him, kid. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. I've talked about it in the past too, like, I want to do more stuff than what I'm currently doing. Like, I've been wanting to, like, record, like, myself personally too, right? Like, I've been, for a while, I wanted to, like...
The light is near. Look for a way inside.
for a while I've been wanting to like step out of the boundaries of comfortability and be like, oh, let's try something different for myself. Ooh, there we go. Critical miss. Bill Dunn is the name. Critical miss Bill Dunn.
Follow me.
There you go. Go subscribe to Critical Miss Bill Dunn. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And if I'm not, Knack, make sure to tell me I'm saying it wrong. Okay. But yeah, I've been toying with the idea of like, and I don't know how exactly I'm gonna do it because a part of me kind of wants to stay anonymous on the channel, but like I've been wanting to start documenting like fitness journey stuff. I've talked about this before in the past. I just don't know exactly how I would do it. But you know, it is what it is. Maybe a part of me is like I would just give it to like members only. Like that would be like one of the few like true members only videos that I do, and it would just come out on a random ass day. Even though I'm not a big fan of like locking things behind a paywall or anything like that, but at the same time, privacy is a little bit different on that sort of situation, if that makes sense. But it is something that I've considered. Eventually doing some sort of like fitness journey thing, especially because I fight, right? Like I have plans to fight one more time this year, so I would love to be able to record that and like show you guys fights and stuff like that I've done. Like, that would be like cool. Like I haven't watched my recent fight from, I think it was June was my last fight. I haven't rewatched it yet, so I wouldn't mind like rewatching it with all of you guys on the stream at some point or something like that. Like that would be fun to do at some point. But yeah, it's just a weird like, how do you go from being faceless to being not faceless? Right? It's that weird jump that you have to make. Bam! Smack.
I think I should be helping more.
I agree, boy. Shoot it. There we go.
You're restoring all the pathways.
Yeah, we only have so many hours in a day. I started training almost daily a few months back. DM2 campaigns, do a podcast, work 100%, so it's not a lot of time. Yeah, that's the other thing. You only have so much time in a day to be able to do things, and you really have to be picky and choosy about it, right? I just subscribed. Apparently the latest episode on the feed is Top 3 Druids. No, that was a while ago. The newest episode is we talked about common magic items. That is so cool of you, though, Dream. Oh, yeah, that is cool. I'll check it out. Even though I don't speak a word of it. I'll definitely take a look at it. But I actually, we're hitting 3 hours here. This feels like a good spot to take a break as we're moving our way through Elfheim. So we're going to do that. Where's the pause button? Options. Save. It's been a while since we've saved, so we might as well, so we don't lose any progress. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We had a lot of good talks today, so that was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for engaging. And I definitely got some ideas for the future now after today of these conversations. So thank you guys for giving me some more potential video ideas. As always, it tends to happen a lot. I get a lot of ideas from doing these streams. So I will see you guys on Friday for the recap of episode 4 of Campaign 4, and I'm very excited for that. And then I'll see you guys on Sunday for the next stream, and then Tuesday for whatever we make next. So until then, peace.